I don't know if you've ever been to a large cathedral. If I've been to Europe a couple times and gone into some of these cathedrals, and there's something awe-inspiring about just the bigness of it and the spaciousness of it, and it almost draws your head up towards heaven, just by going into the place. Well, here's the thing: this place is like that in the sense that the woods are like that. You can't escape the hugeness of the woods. It's like going into a forest cathedral.
As soon as you get out of the car, you hear the rustling of the leaves. You look around and you see people coming together, and the first thought you have in your mind when you see that is they're all here for the same reason, and that is to hear God in this time. And so, that was one of my greatest examples is just having that stressful week and coming here, and that whole burden of feeling like I had to be here 8 o'clock in the morning so I can have breakfast all went away the moment I stepped out of the car.
So I've had a lot of opportunities to be here with people, and it's always the same. It's actually a spiritual experience, and the beauty here allows you to enjoy that spiritual experience that much more. Yeah. And everybody's been just always accommodating, so kind. It's a joy. It's just a joy to be here.
Our goal is to bring people here to retreat, and if we're too rigid on our policies and our rules, then that turns people away. And so we try to be as flexible as we can be.
Laurelville seems to really understand how camping and churches work, and that is that there's some flexibility needed without having any grief. And so you can call and say, we have 60 people coming on Monday, and then on Thursday saying we got 10 more or we got 10 less, and they say, well, we'll work on it with you. And they do. And the facilities are just immaculately ready every time that we've been here. The food's wonderful. And we enjoy the setting that they keep up very nicely.
I've been to a lot of other campgrounds and to camping experiences, but this is not like any other place. It's not rustic camping in the sense of, you're not quite sure whether animals are sleeping in the building or you're not. It's beautiful lodge rooms, really, really nice facilities, and to wander around a little bit, to see kids in this place that they get that moment where God has the opportunity to speak to them and then to come back. I remember several times where students would come back and say, I wasn't thinking about really doing this, but I've decided I want to give my life to Christ. And they said it was that time just with God, talking about things that I made that decision. And I think part of it has to do with this place. It welcomes people to have that kind of deeper reflective experience.
I feel a very spiritual feeling in my heart, a peace in my heart that He's doing a work in me. And what better of a place to come to?
And you were supposed to come here, and I was supposed to.
You're right. You're right. Because I wasn't going to
ordained.
Yes, I wasn't going to come either. I mean, it took me a while to say that I was coming. Then when I did, I said, "Okay, I'm coming on Saturday." So for me, being a first time experience up here has been really wonderful. It's been a wonderful experience.
And we like to have a lot of fun too.
Yes, we do.
Oh, and sometimes we get in trouble with having fun, but we still have fun.
So we're wonderful supporters of Laurelville, even though we are United Methodists.
He got that.
He probably did.